s'aimer.
Are they involved in all of this?
The Patriots, you mean?
The data we got from Arsenal Gear was a load of crap. 12 founders who have all been dead for 100 years. Give me a break. We know they exist today. If the purpose of this battlefield control system is to control IDs, it fits in with their plans perfectly.
Seizing control of the world's ID systems, and then using them to manipulate the economy and information flow. For the Patriots, that's the ultimate prize. You might say the Patriots are the embodiment of the war economy.
Everything that Solidus feared 5 years ago, it's all come to pass.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information.
Now, with the media and global opinion under complete control, not even the UN can stand up to them.
Then Liquid's insurrection is against them.
Exactly. It would seem as though Liquid has taken up Big Boss's cause. An age of persistent universal warfare. A world where mercenaries are free from domination. In a sense, the Outer Heaven Big Boss envisioned is already a living reality.
You mean the PMCs and their war business?
Right now, Liquid is a slave to the Patriots, forced to fight their proxy wars for them.
He must be dying to break free of their spell.
Beneath the surface, a new Cold War is brewing between Liquid and the Patriots over who will survive.
And no matter who wins, the world has no future. Until we stop Liquid and destroy the system, we'll never be free.
Snake, what we call peace is an equilibrium kept in check by the war economy. Destroying the system means wiping out the information society, the end of modern civilization. Like it or not, we may have no choice but to protract the system.
Snake, here's what we know about the current battle. Rebel guerrilla units are advancing on the base of the government PMC troops. That base appears to be Liquid's safe house. According to Naomi's data, she's being held prisoner inside the compound.
That's where she is.
Assuming the data is correct. And one more thing.
What now?
The government PMC troops have been operating at high altitudes. We have reports that it's starting to upset the balance of the nano-machine control system.
Meaning?
Meaning the low blood oxygen content seems to have an effect on their nano-machines, giving them a slight edge in battle. Be careful.
Steer clear of altitude sickness. Got it.
safe house. He must be among their numbers. Sooner or later he will come. Don't let down your guard.
Otacon, what the hell?
That was Vamp. I'm sure of it. I'll never forget that face.
Those were PMC soldiers with him. Is he involved in Liquid's plan?
We watched him die in Manhattan. Damn it, he won't leave us alone. Snake, could Vamp be immortal?
Not a chance. This is the real world, not some fantasy game.
I swear, the next time he shows up...
Not now, Otacon.
Right. I know. Snake, according to satellite imagery procured by Mei Ling, the facility where Naomi's being held is to the north, along a mountain road. I'm sending the location to your map.
Mei Ling? What's she up to these days?
Taking command of the Missouri, apparently.
The Missouri? That's a World War II battleship.
The museum contract in Hawaii expired some time ago. I hear it's now being used as a virtual training vessel.
No kidding.
Not for actual combat training, of course, but rather to get sailors used to seamanship on an analog vessel. Or so I hear. After the mess at Shadow Moses, Mei Ling kinda got put out to pasture.
Even so, making captain at her age, that's pretty impressive.
Rumor has it she caught the eye of some lecherous old admiral who got her promoted. She always did have a thing for older men.
Maybe it's too early to retire after all.
Thinking of taking a little training on an analog vessel, Snake?
No. At this point, I've got no need for any more training.
Fair enough. Listen, Snake. When you get there, remember, the conflict between the PMCs and the rebels has nothing to do with your mission. There's no reason for you to get involved or take sides. That said, creating some sort of impact on the battlefield could produce better conditions for sneaking. The rebels are targeting the facility being used by the PMCs as a base. This is more or less the same spot where Naomi's being held. If you aid the rebels, they might get rid of some of the PMCs and help carve a path for you to sneak in.
That freak I just saw, with the tentacles, was it using the same octo-camo system as my suit?
Yeah?
I thought that technology was of your own design.
Actually, I kinda based it on some designs Sonny snagged off the net.
And the data came from?
DARPA?
So in other words, we're on equal ground technologically.
Sorry. I guess I should have told you.
And by the looks of things, they know I'm coming too.
Yeah, it could be a trap. Stay sharp. Head for the research lab where Naomi's being held. It's to the north.
Stand up! Move along! Move! Move along! Move along!
No!
Eat this! We're under attack! You're up! Stand up! March! Hey! Rise and shine.
Through the night to the day when everything is gone. Carry this soul away from the dryness. In the sun we see fighting on.
See you in hell!
Who? I'm glad it's only you.
Something there? Anybody there? What happened?
We got company! We got company!
Pressing fire!
Cover! Snake, there's someone I'd like you to meet. A member of the mission staff. a psychological counselor.
Psychological counselor?
A lot of soldiers can't handle the stress of battle, end up panicking. She'll be useful in helping you understand the mindset of both the PMC and rebel soldiers.
She?
Rosemary.
Nice to meet you, Snake.
This is Rosemary. She used to work as a data analyst at the Pentagon, but moved to combat support during the Big Shell incident.
Yeah. She was in charge of Jack's files, wasn't she?
After that, she studied psychology. And now she's a counselor with CSP, the Combat Stress Platoon.
Yeah, I hear psychological counseling's the hot field these days. Increased combat efficiency and productivity, all without ever picking up a gun.
I'll be acting as your personal counselor on this mission. Since the passing of the new millennium, one of the most important issues facing today's military is the mental care of its soldiers. I can also provide advice on soldier psychology from a threat assessment perspective. Contact me anytime. I'll be standing by here at home with Roy, but I'm on a different circuit. The frequency is 147.79.
Her advice will have a positive effect on your psych gauge. Survival on the battlefield depends on your psychological well-being. Lose your cool and your body stops doing what you tell it to. Even a veteran soldier like you.
I know. Mind, body, technique. Some things haven't changed with time.
When your psyche is running low, ask her for advice. It'll help keep you in peak condition and focused on the mission.
By the way, Colonel, isn't that your house?
Well, yes.
Then the woman you married, the one that Meryl was talking about.
Is Rosemary, yes. Didn't I tell you before?
News to me. What about Jack?
Jack?
Jack, from Foxhound. Codename Ryden. I seem to remember him being engaged to Rose.
Oh. We lost all trace of him.
Jack's gone. I used to work with the guy. He saved Sonny from the Patriots.
He disappeared soon after that.
What about you? Jack disappeared and you just moved in on Rose?
I was consoling her over her loss, and one thing just led to another.
She's young enough to be your daughter.
Yeah, lucky me, huh?
Now I see why Meryl was so disgusted.
Meryl said something about me.
Yeah, I believe her words were, "I'll never forgive that womanizing piece of shit."
I see.
Colonel, you knew she was our informant in the Middle East, didn't you? Was it you who put her up to it?
Yes. I used my connections in the Army to get Meryl the job.
You wanted your daughter someplace where you could keep an eye on her.
Look, everybody involved in the incident at Shadow Moses either lost their job and status, or in the case of Meryl and Mei Ling, got brushed aside. Meryl wanted to make a comeback, a difference. We can't all be as strong as you, Snake. Some of us can't bear living like pariahs.
Since Shadow Moses, I've been branded a criminal.
I think of it as my own small way of making it up to my daughter. My own flesh and blood. In any case, call Rosemary if you ever need advice.